Dear friends of Erasmus Huis, due to the pandemic, all activities of Erasmus Huis have been postponed until further notice. The pandemic forced live events to go virtual. Everyone is counting the days until gatherings can safely resume. We would like to engage with our audience at the same time and give also a space for the creative to express themselves. Now, I am proud to introduce you Tom van der Zaal, who has prepared and created a virtual concert for a Erasmus Huis project. May I invite Tom van der Zaal to the screen. Hi, Tom. Could you introduce yourself and tell me something about your background?
Hi, Bob. First of all, thanks for having me. Well, my name is Tom van der Zaal. I'm born and raised in The Hague, the Netherlands, brought up in a musical family with my dad being a saxophone player as well. I started playing the saxophone at age 8, and I always have been focusing on practicing the tradition of jazz music, which gives a certain depth and understanding of the music. From there, you can discover other subgenres and making things sound your own. So I've been working on this already at a very early age, and later on I started to find my own sound and expand it a bit. I attended the School of Young Talent that's integrated in the Conservatory of The Hague at age 16. And in 2013, I earned my master's degree in The Hague after studying in New York for a certain period. In this period, I was fortunate to study with some of the world's greatest jazz artists. And this has been actually a pivotal moment in my career being a jazz musician.
Yeah, it is interesting to hear your musical journey. This will make our collaboration between the Dutch musician and Indonesian musician interesting. Yeah. So I'm curious to hear that. Oh yeah, how did you manage to keep going last year, staying positive without the possibility to perform live concert?
When the pandemic came, I came back from a tour in Russia. I had concerts in St. Petersburg and Moscow. And first 2 months, I did totally nothing, maybe contemplate and think about some things. But it gave me some rest. And I have to say, I kind of liked the beginning of the Corona crisis because I really had some free time finally. After a while, I started to make plans again and for the future and what to do when the whole pandemic is over. I'm not a type of person who is able to sit still and not do anything. And I think with each crisis comes new opportunities. So that kept me positive. And also I need to stay busy and focus on things to stay focused and stay positive. I think that's really important in a crisis. Otherwise you can go crazy. And the advantage for me of the pandemic was that I finally had time to focus on just a few things and focus very well on it. And also time to learn new techniques within music. So when the Erasmus Huis invited me to set up an exclusive project like this, I immediately knew that I would like to set up a production with a collaboration with the String Orchestra, which is a long-held wish for me. And it finally came true because of the support of the Erasmus Huis. So in order to learn these new techniques, you need to gain knowledge and have some education. So I took theory and composing lessons and classical harmony with my mentor Udo van Boven. He's actually a theory teacher and piano player in The Hague. So to learn all these new things and adapt it in a musical way in this project, I have to say it has been a very intense 3 months with 7 days working till late at night most of the time. But seeing the results, I'm very happy with it, and it has been all worth it.
Yeah, the pandemic has forced us to adapt quickly from face-to-face concert to virtual concert, and how to learn virtual platform. and how to present our music visually to our audience. I think this has become like a very creative year for us. Yeah. And how did you come up with the idea to the project with the title Time Will Tell Revisited? How did this idea come from?
I released my debut album introducing Tom van der Zaal, Time Will Tell. That's actually the title of my debut album. And I recorded that with New York guitarist Peter Bernstein. And I had several album releases planned in China, Russia, concerts in New York, Philadelphia, Indonesia as well. But when the pandemic came, everything got canceled. So I had the idea, like I had to move on. Otherwise I would stick with the same project 4 years later. And so I already had this name in mind. And then when the Erasmus invited me to set up this project, I knew I wanted to do what I already said before. I wanted to do something with string orchestra. So I made the decision to rewrite my debut album, add new music to it, and write string arrangements for this project. So basically it's a retake on my debut album, and then yeah, it's already in the name, Time Will Tell Revisited.
Who are involved in this project, Time Will Tell Revisited? Is Tom van der Zaal band and also another orchestra in Netherlands?
Yes, well, I because I was in the conservatory, I also have a lot of friends and colleagues in the classical players. So my network is there as well. I actually didn't book an existing orchestra, but especially and exclusively for this project, I gathered to like my favorite string players, violin, cello players, and I gathered them in total 11 string players exclusively for this project.
Now, this makes me more curious to hear how the music will be played and will be presented. And then also, as we understood, also exclusively for this project with the Erasmus Huis, you also work with the Rubah Di Selatan. How was this experience?
It was actually very exciting, and the music is really nice. They wrote, and since I'm trained in jazz music, the approach of their music needs a totally different style of playing for me as a jazz saxophonist. So I really try to adapt to their style of music and fill in those saxophone solos as tasteful as possible. And I've tried to focus on really on melody and certain skills that fit this music. The thing I really like about it is very adventurous and very spacious. I think that's also the right word. So yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. For me, it was very nice to do.
Okay, we will keep this. Let's the audience enjoy this collaboration between you and Rubah Di Selatan. And if I understand also, you choose 2 songs to work with Rubah Di Selatan, and you are going to perform 2 songs with them.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, that was nice. Okay, last but not least, before we close our interview, I think the Indonesian audience, after they see this concert, I think they would like to see your concert face-to-face in Indonesia, or maybe having tour in Indonesia. So are you ready to perform in Indonesia when the Corona is over?
Oh yeah, I would love to definitely to play in Indonesia, and especially Jakarta, and also of course Erasmus Huis or festivals like Java Jazz. That would be really my dream to play there. And actually I've never been to Indonesia. So for me this is still my bucket list. So I really hope next year or in 2 years to to visit Indonesia and play for live audience. And yeah, the sooner the better. Can't wait.
Yeah, I hope the pandemic soon will disappear and we can also travel again across the globe and meet each other again face to face and having a live concert and also meet also in person and telling the stories and then talk again after the concert, like we meet meet the audience and then having the selfie again. I hope the audience will enjoy your project and your music that has been prepared for Erasmus Huis channel. So I hope the audience will enjoy our music. Maybe you want to say something before we close?
Yeah, well, I hope the same. I hope we can meet in real, and I hope I can play for a live audience when everything is over. And yeah, I want to thank everybody who supported me in this project, especially the Erasmus Huis, you, Bob, and Yolande. So yeah, I'm very happy that I got the opportunity to set up a project like this, and you really made for me a dream come true. So I'm very happy, and I hope to play live for you guys as soon as possible.
Enjoy the concerts and don't forget to write the comment in the chat box. We are waiting to hear from you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. So high. rasa syukur lan para kawula.